Well, let's take a look at one of those undercard stakes races. It's the Wise Dan, named after one of my favorite horses, Caton. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame back in 2020. Talk about longevity. Yeah. Certainly was the case with Wise Dan. And here's a lineup of horses. Mercante, that was a really cool storyline, and you were part of that kind of process and building that story with Brian Nippenberg last time out. He's done a phenomenal job with this one.
He really has. Now, this most recent race was on preview night for Stephen Foster. It was the Arlington. And we're going to see Brilliant Birdie, who went right to the lead, uncharacteristically, get caught at the end by Mercante with Laganos back in third. All three horses come back in the Wise Dan. Mercante actually started his career with Bill Mott, and he went to the sidelines for an extended period of time and was sent to Carl Pollard's farm to recoup and recover. It took a lot of time and a lot of TLC. And at the time, Brian Nippenberg was working at the farm with the horse. Mm-hmm. When the horse was ready to go back to the races, Brian, who always had a horse or two on the side as a trainer, asked Carl Pollard if he might have a shot to bring him back to the races. And Carl gave him that shot, and he has responded with a slow but steady improvement and win streak that culminated with that win in the Grade 3 Arlington. But he was second, beaten just 3 parts of a length in the Grade 1 Turf Classic by Spirit of St. Louis. And he's done very little wrong since Brian brought him back.
Yeah, he's such an honest horse. And we saw that in his last race. Brilliant Birdie got the trip that he didn't really want on the lead last time out, so look for him to turn the tables. But a new shooter, so to speak, the 8 Fort Washington, he comes out of a very impressive victory last time out. This was in the Dinner Party Stakes, obviously Preakness weekend at Pimlico when the turf was listed as good. I was there, Caton. I think it was a little bit wetter than good.
Yeah.
But he ran really well, and that made it back-to-back Grade 3 stakes races on his resume.
Yeah, and in fairness, he's run some good races on a lot of different courses, yes, including Firm. But I thought he ran his best with Given the Ground. I don't think he's going to have the same kind of Given the Ground on Saturday night, or Saturday, I should say. I think that he is a quality horse who's capable of adjusting. And he's able to adjust to different pace scenarios, too. So it's kind of a nice matchup between him and Mercante, who have similar styles in their ability to sit just off the pace. It's a class test, in my opinion, for Fort Washington.
Interesting horse ships in from the West Coast, and that's the 3 Mi Hermano Ramon for trainer Mark Glatt. He ran in the Grade 1 Shoemaker Mile last time out, and Caton, his form is interesting because he has been everywhere from 6.5 on the downhill to 1 mile and an 1/8. What do you think of his form and how it translates to 1 mile and 1/16 at Churchill Downs?
Well, his win most recently in the Grade 2 Seabiscuit came at the 1 mile and 1/16. So I actually like the 1 mile and 1/16 for him. I don't know about this course versus the California courses, or he didn't run well at Gulfstream in the Pacific Turf, or the Pegasus Turf rather. Kind of threw in a little bit of a flat race and was beaten a couple lengths by Spirit of St. Louis. But on his best day, especially if he's able to kind of sit back and make one run, which is what I think he does best, he might be able to do in this field the way the pace plays. He could be a factor.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible, though, given his form. He almost won going the distance of 1 mile last time out, and then obviously prior to that, he almost beat Johannes in the San Gabriel, that Grade 2 event last year. So he's really been, a lot has been thrown at him throughout his career, and he's actually run quite well. So we'll see what he can do this coming Saturday. But that was one of many races coming your way on Saturday here at Churchill Downs.